Did Cisco ever make a Thanksgiving song? It wasn't Cisco. Who makes those songs?
Yeah, it's called Thong the Thong Thong
No,
Thong.
no. What's up, friends? Welcome back to the Number 2 podcast. I'm Glenn.
I'm Simi.
And this week's episode is going to be
Scary.
We're Trying. Welcome back to the podcast. As always, thanks for listening. Today's first topic is we had an election.
Super fun. What a week.
What a week. I hope you voted. Thank you for voting. Not every person in the world gets to vote.
People are excited and people are
Someone won.
devastated.
There was a winner and there was a runner-up. An election definitely happened. People voted and someone was elected.
Selected.
Some of us deselected and others Control-Alternate-Deleted.
Some of us restarted the game,
The reboot,
blew into the cartridge,
blow on the disc.
and started 2020 all over again. Was it 2020? No.
No one is sure how to count 4 years anymore.
What year was it? 2018.
Who knew?
2017.
Exactly. Who knew when I was in college in Chicago, marching through the streets of Chicago after we had elected our first Barack Obama, and really the only Barack Obama, thinking, wow, I might finally have rights in my life, just like everybody else. And now we're here.
And we have to talk about politics.
I'm not discussing politics. I have no interest in discussing politics on this podcast. If you feel that I am less than you, then you're probably not listening to this podcast. And there's no need to beat a dead horse. All I will say is I have now spent half of my life just trying to exist.
Adult life.
And my childhood, just trying to, do normal things. And there seem to be the majority of other people seem to think that's not okay. So I send you people gratitude for, it's not really humbling. I don't know what it is, but I think if you talk to anybody that voted for the denominator, not the numerator, fractions, reciprocal quadrant, I think if you move past the fear, we're really used to living in fear. I mean, I wake up every day and I have to live in fear in so many situations, and that's normal. So in many ways, yesterday was normal for us. It was just another reminder that it kind of is how it is, and there's progress to be made. And then you look at our nieces and nephews. I look at, children out in the world, and you think, wow, like we really have to double down to, make sure that their life, has more opportunity. But anyway, so if you move past all of that, I really have empathy for the individuals that voted for the other side, because
people are scared.
People are scared.
The economy's crazy, and it's like not even sure if like this president can even fix it, really.
Well, it's such a complex issue, and I think people are obsessed with the social issues, but not every social issue affects the majority of social issues affect the minority, not the majority, and the majority is what wins the vote. So my call to action to those out there that really believe in this type of leadership, and again, like I wouldn't trust me to run the country, and I'm 36.
Why you're so old?
He's 76. Like, would you trust, most people that age can't drive. Would you trust them with nuclear weapons? And that's just a vain take on the issue. Anyway, so we're not here to talk about any of it because we can't control it, and we will continue to exist and try and protect ourselves, I guess. I just
think every American right now just needs to stay vigilant and know what's going on and be educated on most things that are going on, because I feel like a lot of people, they just go through their lives because life's already hard enough. I think this is a moment where in the next coming months, in the next coming years, I think a lot of eyes are going to be open a lot more. A lot of eyes are going to be focused a lot more, which is a good thing, because we all need to be educated in our government and the systems that are in place. So I think it's a positive thing in that way. You woke up this morning and you slept through the elections, and I was up kind of like anxious Nancy. But when you woke up and I woke up after you, you were very positive about everything in a way to where it kind of put my anxieties to the side. And I went for a hike this morning, and just being out in like the hills and the nature, like just it made it, I don't know. I just like remember your words of just encouragement and positivity. It was a nice morning and I had no real fear. I think moving forward, I still don't really have any fear. I just feel bad. I feel bad for women. I feel bad for the people who were in fear that voted the way they voted. I feel bad for, I don't know. I just kind of feel bad. And I have empathy for just everyone, you know? And then I see like nasty comments, you know, just like from both sides, even because there's these like nasty comments from like, you know, oh, we won, and then it gets real ugly, and then there's like real nasty comments from people who are just pissed because, you know, there is a real fear out there, like, hey, like we fought so hard to get where we're at for progress when it comes to just equality. I understand kind of just where everything's at, but you just hope and pray that, like, if not for me, then like our nieces and nephews, and you know, if you have kids, then it's a little bit better for them moving forward. And tell you the truth, the economy has been crap. Whoever's president, which is Donald Trump, I hope things do get better and we don't really go backwards, but we make things better.
Well, they say the economy is actually really strong right now. It's just consumers aren't feeling it. It's a different issue, but
What are you talking about? I mean, there's so many Americans that are feeling, you know,
But if you I listen to a lot of podcasts where they break it down and they're saying that the economy is actually very, very strong and has been for the last 3 years. But the reason people are voting on that issue is, you know, it's complex, but obviously people aren't feeling it yet. They're saying like compared to.
Well, I've definitely been feeling it. So I don't know what you're talking about. I just hope that things just get better because you felt it too. Like we both have felt this.
Yeah, totally.
Whole thing. And it's just, it sucks.
I think everybody can agree.
People are pissed.
People are
and
mad
it just
about
shows,
the money.
and it's just.
The problem is,
it's like you have to step back and be like, okay, well, like, let me reassess. Let me look at things. Let me try to step in other people's shoes. And I think it's hard for people because there's a lot of fear out there. And I'm not taking up for any sides because I'm not. I'm trying to step out of myself even and be like, okay, it's not about me. Like, what's really going on? And try to understand.
I think everybody understands the economy part and that part and has empathy for it, for sure.
So,
you know,
if you thought people understood things, I think things would be like a lot different. But like nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. Nobody.
Yeah.
Not even Kamala, not even Trump. I think everybody has this thing of wanting to try to do better, but nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. Does anybody have morals? Like, you know, you talk about the Bible, you talk about this, you know, it's just hypocritical, but it is what it is. And what can you do about it? But to joke around and have fun and start a podcast.
All I'm saying is I want the economy to get better as well, but I don't want to take away anybody's human rights.
100%.
And that's the problem with the winner. He has publicly said and did for 4 years, strip away our basic human rights. So just throwing that out there. And it's like a guarantee at this point. The legislation's already written. So it is what it is. Like, I guess we have a choice too. Like, we can leave the country. We can wait for them to round us up and do whatever they want to do. It's happened in other countries.
Thank God for that Second Amendment.
Anyway, clearly the election and politics are controversial issues. I just want to live one day of my human life feeling like I think the other half feels. Like that would be nice. And like you also, some perspective, I grew up in the Midwest. So I grew up in a place that definitely was not California. Like you grew up in California. You know, California is like untouchable, super progressive.
Yeah. And that's another thing,
you know,
is that
like money, education.
I think we're so blessed to live in California, but you know, there are sayings that California could be under attack. I think we just have to take it one day at a time.
And it's hard because like we also come from a place of privilege. Like if, you know, like young gay kids in Kansas, like the neighbors are going to use that Second Amendment to murder them because Donald Trump, you know, says it's okay. So unfortunately, like, and they'll probably get away with it because the, you know, chief of police feels the same way and the prosecutors feel the same way because they're, you know, in alignment basically. And that's how these types of things happen. You know, and in California, we may be okay, but
everything sucks. We're all going to die. I hate it.
Let us know how you guys feel in the comments and what you think the solution is.
The Bible is the solution. Read that thing and
listen.
And then just don't follow it. but make other people follow it in minority groups.
I'm going to write a book, a secret book, and I'm going to leave it somewhere. And then in 200 years, someone's going to find it and they're going to be like, this book. I'm going to do everything it says.
Just opposite.
Just like opposite. And it'll be like the Bible too.
Well, we have a false prophet and a bunch of people who wear things on their forehead to worship him.
Did you know when they wrote the Bible, they didn't even have Taco Bell?
Astronomical.
Do you know what they did for food back then? It was literally like you like killed the chicken or you killed the lamb. Like you harvested the farm animal. And you're like, come in everybody while I write my book under the candlelight.
But you paid them to do it. Just kind of like McDonald's. I paid them to make my food.
Well, you'd have your own. You would like buy the goat. You'd go to the goat store.
I wouldn't do it. Back in those days, there were a lot of homosexuals as well. And I'm sure they were like, ew.
You think so?
And then they let like the men or the women maybe even do it.
If you were gay in the times of the Bible,
let us know.
Reach out and let us know if you were into goat massacring for the dinner. Next topic this week, really good
politics
is not. The next topic this week is I want to talk about a show because we love watching TV and film. It just ended, so sorry, spoilers. But if you follow Marvel, there was a show that started in October, maybe even earlier, September, on Disney Plus called Agatha All Along. It's the follow-up show to WandaVision, which is a Marvel TV show. And the Marvel TV shows have been very controversial because people aren't watching them. So then when they see the movies and they see the other shows, they like don't understand what's going on because it's too much content. Agatha All Along stars, who's in it? Catherine Hahn.
Laura Linney.
Not Laura Linney. I wish Laura Linney would have been really good. Anyway, this show is so good. If you haven't watched it, you have to watch it. Did you watch it?
It's like Hocus Pocus, but
it's like watching lesbian Hocus Pocus on ice. I mean, this show is so good. You will not believe. And it's smart too. It's such a good show.
Yeah, we have to watch it again.
We need to watch it. It's a show you would watch again.
All the Easter eggs.
Aubrey Plaza is in it.
She's super funny.
So funny.
She's not really funny in this one, but
kind of dirty. It's just there's so much television right now and none of it is like that good, in my opinion. Like all the Apple TV stuff, all the Netflix stuff, it's either like way too dramatic or it's way too campy, you know, and nothing is like thoughtful, like plus cast well. It's like no names and like a weird drama. So it's like it's hard to get into it. And then Netflix does one season and then you never see it again for 5 years, you know?
Or it's just like a show that's like a Hallmark movie.
Oh, yeah. Or it's like the budget is so cheap. It's like they flew in Lindsay Lohan for 5 lines and called it a movie. And you're like, no, like she lost her memory again. Like,
and Lindsay Lohan to me is
perfect.
She's an amazing actress.
There's no issues there, but it's just, I think it's the script.
Needs some levels. Yeah.
You know, and if somebody offered me millions of dollars to say 5 lines in a Christmas movie, like I'd do it too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm an actor. No, I'm not. I act a fool.
Anyway, watch the show. It's good. Witches.
And bitches.
Bitches. Lesbians.
And
Patti LuPone.
Abortions.
There's no abortion. Is there abortion in it?
Just kidding.
That's terrible. No, it's so good. Anyway, what shows are you guys watching? We need more shows. I have no time to watch shows, but I need good shows. So good. Catherine Hahn.
I'm watching something right now.
What are you watching?
I think it's called Disclaimer.
Is it good? What's
it's
it
on Apple TV.
Disclaimer. What is the disclaimer?
I'm not sure about that part.
Or is that
yet.
just what comes on the front of the screen and you don't know what the title is?
Oh, is that not the title?
It's like disclaimer. This show may be based on real events.
It's like warning. You cannot reproduce this.
Can you imagine
that?
I'm watching this show. It's so good. It's called Disclaimer. They're like, that's just the warning at the beginning of the show.
Walt Disney. You're like, what?
You're like, what? You're like, it's Mulan too. You're like, it's so good, but I have no idea what the disclaimer is.
I forgot her name. She's Queen Elizabeth,
Elizabeth Debicki,
Catherine
O'Hara, Blanchett.
Kate, that's what it is. Kate Blanchett. And
she's a star.
Kevin Kline.
I love Kevin Kline.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll let you check that out and not really explain it.
I like the tip.
Thanks.
Let us know what shows you're watching and we can cover them on the pod.
Do you even have time to watch shows?
I have no time.
Most people don't anymore. It is what it is. Everyone's working 9 to 5s, 9 days a week.
9 days a week. My new goal is to work every single day. Instead of killing myself, I'm just going to work every single day till one day I just die.
And I will look for work continuously for the rest of my life.
Until I die.
And we will shoot this podcast until somebody gives us a penny.
We are currently looking for better sponsors or people to actually...
Or any sponsor.
Or any sponsors. We are willing to wear your garments, hold your products. We're into pillows, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
The patented crotch pillow.
And home decor.
World Market, Target.
And jungles.
Hoarding. Pinecone.
Restroom.
We can do voiceovers as well. Well, welcome to the elevator.
Mercy, you'll never take me alive.
There's been a robbery, Dave. They emptied my pockets. It's like, do you guys listen to Audible? Some of the audiobooks, they're like these important narrators, but they will do accents sometimes or dialects where you're
Honey,
like,
we can't say Audible. We're not sponsored yet by them.
Until we are. Hashtag Amazon, hashtag robots.
Hashtag Elon Musk.
Hashtag PBTeen. Anyway, third topic of the week is getting your ducks in order. How are you guys doing it all?
You can just like look at the desk and see all the ducks on the desk.
I'm so tired.
And it's like getting your desk.
I'm so tired.
I'm
so tired.
Why are you tired?
I've been working every day and not eating or drinking water. I have to teach a spin class in 5 hours and I'm so dehydrated. What should the third topic be?
Would you like some water?
No, because then you have to pee. I don't have time. I just shit myself once every 9 days and then I let it harden and then I feed it to my gerbil, Earl, but I lost it. I don't know what to do.
He's somewhere in the apartment.
He got a girlfriend, but hopefully they're happy together.
Third topic is getting your ducks in a row.
How are you doing it all? How are you paying all your bills, working all your jobs, eating all your meals, restrooming all your rests? How?
Having relationships,
communicating, waking up, going down. How are you doing it? What is leisure? What is it like? The things that people are doing on the YouTubes I'm watching, how are you the people doing that?
It's really none of your business. And you know what? They're going to gatekeep that shit.
It's crazy.
The gatekeepers in this world, man. Getting your ducks in a row should be...
Open the gates.
It should be transparent.
I just think Bernie Sanders... universal basic income, rent control, livable wage. Oh, there's salt in my eye and I'm crying. My body's shutting down on camera. It's not good. Anyway, let us know how your week is going.
So Thanksgiving is coming up. Are you guys ready for that? Yeah. I bet you didn't know that because you probably forgot about it with all the drama going on lately. But it's going to be amazing.
Did Cisco ever make a Thanksgiving song? No, it wasn't Cisco. Who makes those songs?
Yeah, it's called Thong. No.
I'm not thinking of Cisco. Who's the guy that makes those songs? R. Kelly. Doesn't he have a song about Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it's called You Remind Me of My Jeep.
You remind me of my Jeep.
I want to ride it. Something about the sound. Ooh. Anyway, we are going to go see Wicked.
The plan is to see the Wicked movie.
And we're going to see Back to the Future because we're trying to go back to the future past recent days.
Yeah, we're trying to like...
The musical, though, not the actual movie.
Our family's trying to do family things, so we've been making plans, which we don't normally make plans, but
for the giving of the thanks.
And I might have to work and not go, but the plan is planning.
Yes.
Which is exciting.
I always feel bad for your family because when we have Thanksgiving, I am half British and we put like this mint sauce on usually like a lamb plate. Is it lamb? In my family, we put it on basically everything. If it's like a gravy type of meal, and I put that on all of my Thanksgiving food. And I feel bad for your family because it always just smells like vinegar.
Don't feel bad for us. We're fine. We have our dips. We have our rolls.
They are a dip family.
We have our cookies. We have our whatever we have. We have our...
I didn't even know that they had a Back to the Future musical, which like I have never heard a song from it. I have never heard dialogue. I don't even know who the actors are.
It's closing on Broadway. It's too expensive to run.
Are there special effects?
It's a flying car. Yes, there are special effects. When in doubt, projection mapping.
So important.
There's no more creativity in the world. There's just projection mapping. It's all they have.
Kamala Harris, she should have used projection mapping. Damn you.
That would have got her the job. I'm telling you. It's all people care about.
Just pussies everywhere.
Or drones. If she had used drones, that's the only solution.
Anyway, thank you for watching.
Let us-
Women out there, we love you.
We love you.
We support you.
We support you.
We will fight for you.
We will
and
find
we love you.
doctors that are not, I don't know.
I'll beat somebody up. But violence is not the answer, kids.
Violence is not the answer. Once my powers are fully...
Defense. 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 You're not a witch. You're
Once
a wizard
I reach my
of
full
Waverly
power.
Place.
Once I reach my full power, I will solve all these problems. But I'm just...
You have to go to sleep right now to figure out those powers.
My powers are never working when I need them the most. You know, when you're like...
Pop a little Adderall.
You know, when you like need to get the remote from across the room and you're by yourself and you're like, I probably have powers. And you're like...
I feel like that's why my parents had kids.
And then
They're
it never flies over. It's just like, maybe it's broken.
All right. Enough is enough. Thank you guys for watching the number 2 podcast on the number 1 station.
Pickle FM.
This is the 9:00 news, and we bring it to you every week.
The British School Gems.
We're getting very, very busy, so we might cut this podcast down to once a week instead of twice a week, since so many people are tuning in.
And also with you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.